What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be doing my updated sneaker collection. A majority of these shoes, they were found at the flea markets or at thrift stores. I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to try to remember where I got them from and how much I paid. Some of these I've had for a couple of years now, so I might have forgot. But a majority of these are on the channel of me finding them. So if you guys do want to go check out the channel, you guys can go back and see when I found these and see if I was right on these prices. But for the most part, I think I remember how much I paid and where I got them from. So like I said, all of these shoes were either from flea markets or thrift stores. Out of all these shoes I'm about to show you guys, I only paid retail for one pair, and when I get to that pair, I'll let you guys know which one it was. I'm gonna try to go in some kind of order, not like from my favorite to worst or anything like that. I'm just gonna go, keep like the SBs with the SBs, the Jordans with the Jordans, and stuff like that. So first up, I'm just gonna show you guys my everyday pairs of shoes. These are the ones that I just wear, I beat up. The first one is this pair of 1.0 Ultra Boosts that I just got recently for 20 bucks. I did have another pair of these, but I beat those to the ground, so I picked these up from the flea market. And then also from the flea market, we got a pair of the old schools, which I think I paid like $8 for these, I wanna say. But I wear these all over the place. Like, this is just a shoe that you can throw on and it goes with everything. I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as possible so that way the video is not too long. Now I'm gonna show you guys my 4 pairs of SBs that I have. I used to have more, but I've gotten rid of a lot of them. If you guys do want to go back and check out my video from last year, you can. I'm trying to do an updated sneaker collection video every year, and the last one I did was last April, I think. So I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to go check it out, and you can see how my sneaker collection has changed since then. And there's 2 reasons why I want to make this video. One, because like I said, I try to do it every year for you guys. The second one is because I want to get rid of some of this stuff. Like, I have too many shoes that I don't wear and they're just sitting around. So I thought, why not go ahead and make this video so that way I can show you guys what I have before I get rid of them. But anyway, we got a pair of the SB Dunk High Big Gulps. I got these on eBay for $30 shipped with the box and everything behind me. Of course, you got those 7-Eleven colors and then the soda on the inside. So got those for $30 shipped. I got these years ago. Next up, one of my personal favorites, we got the Bloody Gums right here. This is actually my first pair of SBs, not this pair in particular, but like this shoe, this colorway. And I just recently got them back and I paid $95, I think I want to say, for them shipped, and I have the box and everything as well. Then we got a pair of the Firecrackers right here, Lows. On this one you got Flammable, on the other one you have Caution. I'm just gonna show you guys the right shoe of everything, so I don't have to take it all out of the boxes. But I picked these up for I think I got these for 10. It was 10 or 15, but I want to say 10. Next up, I picked these up for $40. I want to say I got them for 40. I think they were 50, but then when I took them to the counter, I got them for cheaper. It's a pair of these Puss Head 2s right here. So these I actually got from a pawn shop. I just went in there on the way home one day and they had these, and they came with the original box, the bag that the box came in, the extra laces, basically everything, and I got those for 40, I want to say. Next up, this is a Plato's Closet find. It is a pair of the old schools in the Charlie Brown colorway. These, I want to say I paid $18 for, if I remember correctly. It was around the $20 mark that I paid for these. The old school is the only band that I really like. It's the only one that looks okay on me, so when I seen these, I knew I wanted them, and this colorway is really cool. And then on the tongue you got Good, and on the other one you got Grief. That's those. Then we got a all white, triple white pair of the Airmore Up Tempos. Got these from the flea market for $30. Not really much to say about these, it's an all white shoe. I had been wanting a pair of the Airmore Up Tempos when I got these for the longest time, and then I finally found the pair. Next up, for $15, we got a pair of the Air Max 95s in the neon colorway. Don't know what year these are from because the tag's missing, but overall still clean and everything. It's just this part right here is kind of pushed in, but when you put them on feet, it's not that bad. And I want to say I got these for like $15. This one I got from the Nike outlet. This was also another recent pickup, and that is the Air Max Pluses right here in the OG like sunset colorway. These up from the Nike outlet. I had a birthday coupon, so I got like $20 off, so I ended up picking these up for $120, and they are still dead stock and everything. I have yet to wear them because I just don't have nothing to wear them with yet. Then another flea market pickup, got these for $10, I want to say. And it's a pair of the Air Force 180s in the Olympic colorway. This is personally one of my favorites. I know this shoe doesn't get too much love, but I really like this shoe in this color in particular. All right, this is the one shoe that I actually picked up for retail, and it's the pair of the Blue Tint Yeezy 350s. My first and only Yeezy that I have had in my collection. I just really like this colorway. When these came out, my neighbor actually got through on the website and he said he didn't want them, so he asked me what size I wore, if I wanted them. So I told him, and I got these for retail. I have worn them a couple times, but I haven't worn them in a while. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wear these more in the summer. We got 2 pairs of foam posits. The first one is my personal favorite foam posit of all time. the metallic red. These are not the newer ones. These are the ones from 2011. And I actually traded a couple of video games for these. So shout out to the homie Robbie. And then the other pair of foam posits I have is the pearlized pink one. These came out in 2012. And I traded my pair of 720 dunks for these to my homie Geo. So shout out to Geo too. I have 2 pairs of Kobe's. Both of them are Kobe 7s. The first one is the cheetah pair right here that I actually got at the flea market for $10, and this is actually the shoe that I'm using right now to play basketball in. And then the second one is the all-star pair, aka the Galaxies, that I got from the thrift store for $15. I remember when I found these were still kind of hyped up, so everybody was telling me they were fake, but I did all the legit checking and everything, and they are legit. And this is one that it's like, I kind of want to get rid of it, but I know if I do get rid of it, I'm gonna regret it. So I've just been hanging on to them, but I haven't really worn these in a while. So that's all my non-Jordan stuff that I got. Now I'm going to show you guys all the Jordans that I have. So we're going to go in order. I'm going to start with the 1s and then the 2s, 3s. Like, I'm going to try to stick in that order. So starting with the 1s for $30, I got these from the flea market, and it is a pair of the new Loves. These are the newest ones, not the older ones. And like I said in one of my recent videos, I don't remember which one, but this is one of the shoes I'm actually probably going to be getting rid of. I just don't like the materials they used on them, and I've only worn them like once since having them. Next up, this was off of a Facebook trading group, no, these were off OfferUp. I picked up a pair of the Shadows for $100, and I do have the box and everything for those, extra laces, all that stuff. I don't know why it is with the Shadows, but every time they release, they sit, they go for retail and stuff, and then a couple years later, like all of a sudden everybody wants them, and they shoot up in price every time they release them. So I'm expecting that to happen again with these. Next up, for $85, I think that's what I paid, $85. We got a pair of the DMP Bred 1s right here. These also came from the homie Geo that I got the pink foam posits from. They do have the Jumpman on the back and the Jumpman on the tongue, but I don't really care. Still a dope shoe overall. And then these were an East Bay pickup, like the one and only East Bay pickup I have in my collection. And it's a pair of the navy blue metallic Jordan 1. This is another underrated shoe. I really love the colorway. I wear these a lot. I want to say I paid $90 or $100. Either 90 or 100 I paid for these. I don't really remember. But I had got these brand new off East Bay. Then for $20, I got a pair of the metallic silver Jordan 1s. These came out in 2001. Picked these up from the flea market for only $20. And they still have the hang tag. I have the original box and everything for them. And they're still in really good shape. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be another one of the shoes that I get rid of, just because as long as I've had them, I have yet to wear them. So rather than go to somebody who wants them to wear. But still super cool colorway. I prefer this one over the pair that came out for the 25th anniversary with all the flaky silver and everything. So I'd take these over those any day. And then the last pair of Jordan 1s is the Olympic ones, which I just got recently. This was a Mercari pickup. I paid $20 with free shipping on these. Still undecided if I want to sell them or not. I do have them up for sale, so if they sell, it's fine. But if they don't sell, then I don't really care. I'll just end up keeping them. I only have one pair of 2s, and that pair is right here, the Wing It 2s. I got these from the Nike outlet for $120, I want to say, or $110. I went out of town, and I just wanted something to remember the trip by, so I went to the Nike outlet and they had these, so I scooped these up. Next up, I only have 3 pairs of 3s. The first pair I thrifted for only $30, and it is a pair of the white cement 3s right here. These do have some cracking and stuff on them, but it's not that bad. And all the 3s and 4s from like these years, from this era, cracked really bad. So other than that though, they're fine, and I only paid 30 bucks for them. I do need to get some laces for them though. I've yet to get laces. Then we got a pair of the Fire Red 3s, which these I got off of a Facebook trading group. I traded a really beat pair of Chicago 2s and a really beat pair of the Independence Day 5s, the all patent leather ones. And I got these, which were very near dead stock at the time, and they came with the original box and everything. One of my personal favorite 3s too. And then this was another Plato's Closet pickup, and it is a pair of the True Blue 3s, which I got these for $35, I want to say. It was either 30 or 35, but I know I got a good deal on them, and they're still in good shape and everything. And these are my favorite 3s right here of all time. So I'm just happy to finally get these in my collection when I found them. For the longest time, I was finding these, but none of them were my size, and then finally I got them in my size. I got 3 pairs of 4s. So the first one is a shoe that I wear all the time because this shoe just goes with everything, and it's a pair of the white cement 4s right here. And these are the newest release with the Nike Air on the back. So I was happy to get these, and these I found at the flea market for $30. And you guys can tell, like, I wear these all the time. And then from Plato's Closet again, these were found for $35. It is a pair of the Columbia 4s, or Legend Blues, whatever you guys want to call them. And when I found these, they were like really dirty, but all I needed was a cleanup, and now you can see that they're in really good shape. And I only paid $35 for them, which that's probably why they sold them for so cheap just because they were dirty. But I mean, I'm not against cleaning shoes. Like, I see people make thrift videos and stuff, and they always leave shoes just because they're dirty. Like, it's not that hard to clean shoes. So I was happy to get these for $35. And then the last pair of 4s, the ones I still get messaged to this day, asking if I'm selling them. It is the Cactus Jack 4s that I found at the flea market for $50. I've worn these like once since having them. But I do really like the colorway. I just need to find something to wear with them. So everybody who keeps on messaging me asking me about them, no, they are not for sale. What that is those. Probably gonna go down as one of, if not my best finds of this year. Now we're gonna move on to the Jordan 5s. I actually have 3 pairs, but one of my pairs is in my closet, like buried, so I didn't get them out. But it's a pair of olive 5s, but they're like really beat. Like they're starting to crumble. They need a sole swap and everything. That's why I just left them in my closet. I don't feel like getting them out. But that is one of my favorite 5s. I'm in the process right now trying to sell them and then probably use that money to buy another pair that's wearable, because I'm just not a sole swapper. To the other 2 pairs I have, I got these from the flea market. I paid $15, I wanna say. And there's a pair of the Great 5s right here. These are the 2013 pair. Still in good shape overall too. I wish when those Fresh Prince ones came out, they would have just released them normally. You know, just with the Great 5 with the Nike Air on the back, but they did that whole lace thing and I wasn't a fan of it. But I still had these and I paid 15 bucks for those. And then also in a Facebook trading group, I traded a pair of Flu Game 12s, which at the time, this shoe wasn't even going for that much. It's the black metallic 5. Now the prices have kind of went up on them, but at the time the Flu Games are worth more than these for sure. But I just like this shoe way more, and I had the Flu Games. I didn't really like the way they looked on my feet, so I got rid of them. And this is a shoe that I wear a lot all the time, so I was happy with that trade. The only pair of 6s I have is this pair of Oreos that I got from the flea market for $20. Really underrated colorway. Like, this is another shoe that you can just wear with everything. One of my personal favorite 6s, and I got them for 20 bucks. I actually don't have any 7s, which is weird. Like, I'm looking at it and I don't have any 7s. I've had a couple pair, but I always get rid of them for some reason. I do have one pair of 8s, which I used to have more, but I've gotten rid of them. This is the only one I kept. And it's the pair of the Aqua 8s, which I got from Plato's Closet for $35. I think they were like 40. And then I had like a $5 off coupon or something and I got them for 35. This is the newer release. You can see it has the gray suede and the sparkles. I really like this shoe. I need to start wearing this shoe more. And then the pair of 9s, I only have one pair of 9s. And I just recently got these like a couple days ago. Like, I don't even think the videos came out where I found them yet. But it's a pair of the Baron 9. And I grabbed these for $25 because they were like really clean. And I really like this colorway. Like, I like the pinstripe on the inside and the 45 on the back. I only have one pair of 10s, but it is my favorite pair, and that is the Shadow 10s. I actually got these from Plato's Closet for $25 or $30. I want to say it was $25. I remember them being kind of cheap. But this shoe, I was so close many times buying them on eBay for like 100 plus because I really wanted this shoe. And my neighbor goes to the Nike outlets all the time. I don't really go to him as much as I probably should. He's always at the Nike outlet, so I told him if he ever seen these to let me know so I can go buy them. And lo and behold, I found them at Plato's Closet. Definitely one of my colorways, and this shoe's really slept on, and I don't know why. Then we got one pair of 11s. I used to have more. I used to have the Space Jams, the Cool Grays, the Anniversaries. Like, I've had a couple pairs, but this is the only one I always hold on to for some reason. I just really like the breads. I know they're supposed to come back out again this year, but they're gonna have that high pant leather and probably 45 on the back. I don't know if they've released pictures of them yet or not, but I already know I'm gonna prefer this pair over those. And these my uncle actually found at a garage sale for $10. And they are legit and everything. Like, I know people are gonna tell me they're fake. It happens every time I make these shoe collection videos. People always tell me all my stuff's fake, but I'm used to it already. But anyway, he paid $10 for them, and then I gave him $100 for them. So that way he makes money and we're both happy, and I got a pair of breads. I actually paid retail for these back in 2009, which I forgot about. 12s is another one of those shoes that I always find pairs, but I always end up getting rid of them. Like I've already mentioned, I've had the Flu Games, I've had like the French Blues, I've had like the Alternatives. I've had a couple pairs of 12s, but I always end up just getting rid of them. But the only ones I ever hold on to are the Nubuck 12s right here. This is not the original release. These came out in 09, I want to say, at the end of 09. And I remember going on release date and actually buying these at the store. Another slept on colorway too. You don't really hear people talk about this shoe that much. Next up, I got two pairs of 13s, one of them being my favorite shoe of all time. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know what shoe it is. But the first one is the Playoff 13s right here, which I got these from the flea market a couple years ago for $50. I had them once before, but I ended up getting rid of them. And then I found these again, and I've just kept them in my collection ever since then. And I actually do wear these a lot. And then the second pair of 13s, which this is my personal favorite shoe of all time, and that is the Flint 13s right here. I'm not gonna go into a backstory of why they're my favorite shoe of all time. I'm thinking about doing another video of like my top 3 shoes in my collection and why they're my favorite. So I'm gonna save that story for another day. But it is the Flint 13s, the third pair of 13s that everybody's waiting for them to re-release again, and they just haven't. Unfortunately, this is the 2010 pair, so it doesn't have the 3M. So I kind of do want them to re-release them just so I can get a new pair with the 3M. And then I only have one pair of 14s, and that is the oxidized 14s right here, which I got from the flea market. I want to say for like 30 bucks, but this was a couple years ago. Like, I could probably find these cheaper now, honestly. But yeah, just a simple black and white colorway that you can wear with everything. And then I have one pair of 15s. You don't really see this shoe that much anymore, and that is a pair of the Laser 15s. I got these years ago, like when Pick Your Shoes was still selling Jordans. Like, I don't even think they've been selling Jordans for a long time now. But I remember I got these dead stock for $100 shipped at the time. I had got these when I was in high school, and I remember I was like the only one that had these. And even nowadays, thinking about it, I don't ever see anybody with this shoe. I know people hate on the 15s because of the way they look, but I actually really like them. I have no 16s, 17s, or 18s. I've actually never even owned a pair of 16s, honestly. I've had a couple of pairs of 17s and a couple pair of 18s, but I got rid of them. But I do have one pair of 19s, and that is a pair of the Bread 19s, the OG colorway right here. Again, this is one of my favorite shoes in my collection, but like I said, I'm not gonna go into all that. I'll save that for another day. I got these off of a website called Sneaker Father years and years ago. Back when Sneak Geeks was still making videos, like if you guys don't remember him. But that was like where he was getting all his shoes from, and I remember I got these off there, and I think I paid 100 shipped for these, but these are the countdown pack ones. They came with like the half of the box and everything, so I was happy to get those. And then the last and final shoe, probably my favorite find ever at the flea market, and probably the best shoe in my collection, honestly. The only shoe that I have in my collection that is not my size, it is the big boy, the Josh Howard PE 8 right here. So I actually got these for only $20 at the flea market. This shoe had brought so much controversy to my Instagram and my YouTube channel. Like, people were telling me they were fake. They were saying I was stupid for not selling for the offers I was getting. Just a bunch of negativity, but this shoe is not gonna go anywhere. It's never gonna go anywhere unless I really, really need the money. But until that time comes, these are gonna stay on display right behind me. Because not only will I never probably ever see this shoe ever again, but when would I ever get a chance to buy them for $20? Some people just don't understand that I don't do this just for the money. I've always been a thrifter that me first, like I'm looking for my stuff for my collection first, then the resale second. But that's just me, but that's just the way I started, and that's the way I still am. So yeah guys, probably the best shoe in my collection, the Josh Howard Jordan 8 PE. Alright guys, I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure that's all the shoes that I have in my collection. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Lets me know. It gets my videos out there for everyone else to see. It recommends them to people whenever you guys hit that like. Subscribe down below if you guys want to see more thrifting and flea market videos of me finding this stuff. I hope this video shows that you guys can have a decent sneaker collection without spending all the money. I hope this video shows that it is possible. Drop a comment down below. I do read all my comments and I do try to respond to all of them. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys soon with another video. So later.